I am not the ultimate fisherman, but I'm getting there. So today, we've come back out to Pine Creek. This is actually a very lengthy creek. It stretches from one side of Prattville, Alabama to the other. Today I've come down to the more southern section of the creek, almost to where it actually dumps into the Alabama River. This section of the river is primarily composed of sand and gravel, and you'll have these long stretches of riffles where it'll just be really shallow, rapid moving water. But then at the end of every single one of those, you will find a deeper hole, either in between the riffles or especially when it comes to a creek bend. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit some of these holes as I walk my way back towards the car and see what kind of species we can pull out of here. We're gonna start the day off with the ultralight setup. We got a 6-foot ultralight rod with a 1500 size spinning reel, 2-pound monofilament line. We've got a Carolina rig with a small split shot and a size 18 hook and some wiggler worm on the end of it. We're going to start at this first deep hole. It gets real shallow and very fast moving water right over there, and then it just dumps out right here. There was a fish jumping into this creek bend. It comes out to this deep hole that actually goes all the way around before it shallows back up into another set of rapids. Not using the freshest of bait today. My worms were alive this morning, but I stuck them in the car, and while I was at work it got mighty hot in the car, so they kind of melted. Fish number one. Species number one of the day is a blacktail shiner. We already have this for the channel, but something neat about this specimen is that he's wounded on the side, and not just on one side but both. So something has tried to snack on this shiner before. I don't know if it was a kind of predator fish that like nipped him from the side, or if it was a bird or what it was, but we're gonna let this fighting shiner go so he can go survive for another day. I did lose my melted worm though, so let's do this fun part again. Species number two. Species number two of the day is the striped shiner. Once again, a species that we already have on the channel. A fish is a fish. Ah, got me all wet. All right, get out of here. Oh no. Hey buddy, you all right? There he goes. Just trying to make me look foolish. It is mighty hot out here today, so I imagine it's taking a toll on them if I keep them out of the water for too long. Trying to move quick with them. Sometimes they just don't cooperate. A big old striped shiner right there. That'd be fantastic bait. Alright. Oh, into the mud. Sorry, fish. Terrible release. That's my bad. Oh, third species of the day is a little baby channel cat. You can tell it's a juvenile channel cat thanks to these little dots that he's got on his side there. Itty bitty little thing. These are the ones that if you're going to get finned, it's going to be these little jokers. They got some razor sharp little needles for pectoral fins. We just got done with the catfish spawn in Alabama, or I mean we should have. During the spawn, catfish tend to come up out of the rivers and they come up into these little creeks to spawn. They find little holes and such. So this creek bend right here is deep enough that I assume it was perfect catfish breeding habitat. So we'll go ahead and let him go without getting finned. And off he goes. We'll see if there's anything else. This is a very deep hole, and there is a lot of fish. Like, I can see them swimming around down there. But it seems like it's majority striped shiner and blacktail. Yep, another big old stripe. Old striped shiner. There's an even smaller catfish. My goodness. Alright. Yep. Catfish, striped shiners, blacktail. That seems to be what's all in this hole. So we're going to move on upstream. There's some decent sized shiners or chubs, something over there on the other side of that log. Just gotta get my bait over there without spooking them too bad. Alright. Perfect. Oh, sunfish. Species number 4, green sunfish. Definitely not the biggest one that we've caught on this channel. Still pretty to look at. Nothing super interesting has shown up today, but we're covering water. Hanging out in the current, scooting his way back over to that same hole. I'll go ahead and warn you buddies because I'm about to come back in there. I can see the black dot of some of those blacktails. Gonna try to avoid them. Species number 5. The number 1 fish you would expect to find in a small creek, the creek chub. So that's 5 total for the day. Knocking them on out. Going back to your hole. Another sunfish. Different species. This is number 6 of the day. Ow. Ow. Old feisty bluegill. Oh, he's got a very pronounced spot on his dorsal fin. Usually when I see that on bluegill, it's a little less defined. Like you can tell it's there. It's just, that looks like somebody tapped him with a marker. Species number 6 of the day, bluegill. On back. There he goes. I said it's warm today. They're a little slow to catch their breath. Well, this is definitely the sunfish hole. That other hole was the shiner hole. This one is the sunfish hole. That might just be the biggest creek chub in here, or a small bass. I can't tell what it is, but there's something a little bit bigger that's swimming in and out of the log, but he's not falling for this worm thing. There's something, and he brought a stick with him. Well, it looks like a creek chub. Wow, a fish and a snag at the same time. It's a first for me. Whoa. Alright. Ha! I knew it. That wasn't no creek chub. No! Well, it was a bass. We at least saw him on camera. That little bitty hook didn't hold him the whole time. That's unfortunate. I have not seen more than one over there, I don't think. I'm going to assume it was a spotted bass due to this fast moving current. I can't picture a largemouth bass faring too well out here. I am out of time for today. we did not cover that much water because I really got hung up on that first hole trying to see what all was in it, because it is the deepest hole for a good stretch of this creek. And really between that hole and where Pine Creek meets Fay Branch, there's actually not that many deep spots. So I came up a little bit ahead of where I had planned to stop to hit this little hole right over here. So still got a whole lot of Pine Creek to cover. Been getting eat up by mosquitoes the whole time I've been out here. So there's going to be a lot more videos coming from this creek in particular, because as I said, I got to go from one side of Prattville all the way to the other. But until then, y'all have a good one.